Hello, welcome back to episode 2 of this tutorial let's play. So last episode what we were basically doing is buying a bunch of purple corp oil as like our main source of wealth, our main asset. And then with the extra money we got from dividends, we were basically just swing trading to increase our wealth further. And when this dips, we buy back in. And with the whole goal is to try to make maybe 500,000, maybe 1 million, and then we'll start to go into some private companies and also mess around with the fulfilling like the ambitions in order to get our reputation up, but also just to get like those player cards, which are very nice if you want to like get some opinion or just like get the best option in an event. So for now, we don't really have much money, but I would quickly want to look at the work plan and see if we can increase it. And it was rejected, but oh well. I right now we just have to get to the next turn, and we'll see where we're at. Okay, so this went up significantly, so did the steel. So we're gonna quickly sell it and then figure out something that we can invest in. Now this looks pretty good, so we're just gonna go in it and hopefully it shoots back up, and hopefully purple oil core shoots back down so we can just continuously. Okay, so how much did this drop? Yeah, we're gonna lose a little bit, but this drop is bigger than the other drop, so we just want to go into this as much as we can. Because like I said, because they bought out the previous company, their tech is really good. So just continue going in it, and when it spikes, then we're gonna sell a little bit. Okay, just continue going. Yeah, we don't want to make any enemies, so I'll just kind of take this option. But again, if we had more renown, if we had all that sort of stuff. Oh, why did... Oh, okay, that's not good. So I guess we lost, we lost the support of the police chief. But it is what it is. What I do want to do right now is quickly go in and just try to get this to 200. Oversupplying is definitely a problem, and that's probably why they keep on denying it, but it is what it is. So this, yeah, we definitely want to outbid it because our renown is very nice, although we're not really seeing it right now just because our reputation is so bad. But again, once we get a little bit more money, then I'm definitely gonna focus on that a little bit more, although maybe it was bad to completely go into this. Never mind. Okay, but that is a good idea. So I think I'm gonna sell 333 of this. So enter, sell, and then try to go into like another company, just so we can take advantage of that swing trading and the police chief. So if we get this, he should be back in our pocket. And in fact, that's the case. Hello. I just want to quickly ask you guys to please like, subscribe, and comment. It really helps out the algorithm to give me more impressions, and then it allows more people to see this and also discover the game, right? Because obviously like there's selfish reasons. I want my channel to grow, but I feel like there's so many small gems that really nobody is covering, and that's part of the reason why I want to start this channel, because like it's a shame, like these games are so good, but they just don't have a lot of players if you look on Steam charts. But anyways, thank you for watching, and leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, perfect. So this sold, or not sold, but this went back up. How's the purple core? Purple core, we sold 333. Nah. I do want to try to get into a different company because I am kind of worried about this going completely backwards, because now we have enough capital to be able to like actually focus on some more stuff. And like I said, it completely fell down. Yeah, and we don't want any blackmailing material, just because I feel like it's just not worth it. You know, I guess it can be useful for opinion, but the thing is that, like, a lot of people won't respond well to blackmail, and so it's just not worth it. Okay, sell this, and retro steel, go back in. And the thing about swing trading is it's much more risky, especially with so much capital, but you have the potential to make a lot. Okay, and yeah. We're gonna buy for or sell for slight profit, go back in, and like I said, it's super volatile. So actually, like, this is one of the few stocks that I would recommend going in and out, just because you're more likely to actually make money and get a lot more shares, as you can see. So with this, I'm probably gonna sell for, go there, and then buy back in here. You know, just play the trades and then continuously go up and up and up. That was nuts. Well, yeah, whatever. As you can see, we still made a profit. Not a profit, but we ended up with more shares than we lost. So as you can see, the agent helps you get dirt. So I guess that's one thing I don't really like to use. Okay. Yeah, I'm probably gonna sell 200 here. Just so I can hedge a little bit. I think I'm at the point where I can keep a little bit of cash laying around just to take advantage of like opportunities. Put it in here, and then we'll see how it goes. Hopefully purple is gonna go back down again and the other one's gonna go up. It's enough. How's the retro steel? Go back in here, and you can see our net worth is quickly climbing. And I think once I have $1 million, I'm gonna invest in something small. Okay, yeah. Sell another 200. And then go back in here, because this steel company, I feel like, is really good. Who is this? Congressman, police chief. Okay, so Logan Sanders, yeah, we don't care about Logan Sanders, oh well. And the reputation we don't really care about. We really like that $2 grand influence, because that $2 grand of influence can go a really, really far way, a long way towards just making money, you know. Sell this, go back in, and if you will look at our shares, we're doing well. Perfect. The main thing is we just want to get as much shares as we can, and the actual dollar amount doesn't matter because it will recover, but we want to get a bunch of shares. More shares means more of the profits, you know, via dividends and stuff like that. So yeah. Now, as you can see, the actual return is really, really bad. So that's why I'm always like swing trading, because I know that I can't just sit on it. And when we end up getting that $1 million, that's when I'm gonna actually try to find a pretty like profitable company just to farm those dividends off of. But for now, I just want to continuously swing trade. And yeah, although that probably wasn't a good idea to try to buy into 2 oil companies. Maybe, actually. So what do we sell at? Yeah, we're gonna be losing money. But we can go in here. And actually, what's the return on investment for that? Oh, trash. Bribe, out of business. Yeah, we don't care about suspended because we already invested our stuff. We just want this to recover, and then I'm gonna go find a profitable company to be able to invest in. To be able to, oh, okay. So, nah, this is a good opportunity, so just gonna go in. and that was a good choice. So I'm going to sell maybe 4, sell this, and just continuously go. So actually, what's our net worth right now? Yeah, about 700. Although I do want to look at the profitability of companies. So this is pretty small. We can buy a pretty big chunk of it. And yeah, go into this bank. And actually, we can afford a decent amount of it. Who's selling it for the least? These two. It's not going to get me the most, but if we buy this guy out and this guy, then we should have enough equity to actually buy him out. Actually, though, let's look at different ones. So if we buy this guy out, then we can actually buy from the other guys, because if you look at the prices, they're much closer to like market value. The other one, he's paying like a bunch. Although we have to worry about like pissing the wrong people off if we get a bunch of investors instead of just one guy. Like we can keep that one guy happy, and then we have to worry about that. So buy in here. Although I'm kind of debating whether to. Actually, what's the? Oh, never mind. Whether to just like throw our entire net worth at it. Then again, I don't know if I should, because we don't have enough money to like fully buy out that company, and if we don't do that, then we kind of don't want to work on it, and like we don't want to like build it up too much, because if we do, then it's going to be hard to buy out the other guy. So it's kind of a give and take. I think I'm gonna sell 661, just because I really feel like. So what's the dividend on this? The profitability, kind of bad, but oh well. That the swing trading is where it's at. Okay, and now we're getting at the point where it's actually taking Ian Harris. Yeah, we really want to support Nicholas, because that renowned is really good. Although, I wonder why we're getting that much. Yeah, we're getting 2.5 from this guy, but where's the rest of it? I have no idea. I guess it doesn't matter too much. Okay. Purple core. Well, steel. No, I'm just gonna like reinvest everything, because once it shoots up, it doesn't really matter. So now we get more renowned, and I think this is like based on how much net worth you have, because you can see it's like quickly rising. Or maybe current renown, I have no idea. But one thing we definitely want to do. Okay, so what did we buy in? Yeah, we're just gonna make a profit the entire time. Refuse. I think I'm gonna like get out of it, because if you notice, we've been like it's been slowly going down overall, and so I feel like we've milked this stock enough. Yeah. Okay, come on, just do another shoot and then we'll be good. Okay, and actually this time we got lucky, so yeah, I probably want to get out of it though, just because I don't think it's the best investment anymore. Just because I feel like it's kind of risky. But I'm still gonna diversify, just because I really don't want to be stuck in that situation anymore. And yeah, reputation doesn't matter, but hopefully I don't get it, because being suspended is not good. At least it was at the end of the turn, which, oh, never, yeah. So we're pretty much out of it for this turn. But oh well. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I don't even have enough money, because I'm losing a bunch of money. I guess both of these are not super profitable, and they're not returning much capital. But I guess it does not matter. Okay. And you can see we're at the point where it's starting to have a lot more money to like throw around, and money makes money, you know, it's like 1% is a lot more than... Yeah, it's a good thing we left that. Although this seems to be falling, but I think like the oil industry is just having a tough time right now. And hopefully it recovers. But the thing is, we didn't really mess with it much, so yeah, we have to stay in it a little bit longer. Although we can probably get out of this one. And I think this is a good choice. I don't know if we're actually growing wealth right now, but I hope we are. Well, we definitely aren't now. Because again, we're losing money, so because we're losing money and we have like negative dividends, it means, yeah, we can make some money, you know, trading, but yeah, okay. So this is probably good. Just sell all that we can. And what do we buy at that? Let's see if we can just increase the workforce and if that will help us a bit. So yeah, that's kind of why I wanna diversify a little bit, because it's too easy to get stuck in a company with your entire portfolio, and it's just not good. Although, yeah, I feel like this is decent. And Renowned is king, but I guess we pissed off that guy because it's not... Yeah, we're back to 250. Oh well. I mean, the Renowned is good, or not Renowned, the Influence is good, but once you get the reputation under control, it's not really that bad. And again, I think we got our money stuck in here, but luckily it's not a big chunk of our money. Well, it's like a third. But, yeah. We just made some money there. And now we're just gonna continuously go. That's a problem. Once you get to a certain point in the game, if the economy is just doing bad, there's kind of not really enough places to invest. So you're kind of stuck. Although, yeah, I'm just gonna do this. And this company seems to be doing well. So hopefully it continues that momentum. Well, oh, that's fricked. Whatever. Reputation is nothing. Later on, it's a little bit more important, but even just one reputation is pretty easily fixable. That's not the end of the world. Okay. Yeah. Whatever. I'm just hoping they'll shoot up a little bit more. But at least we're not losing money via dividends, so that's nice. What's it at now? Okay, so now we can like actually sell and take advantage. But what I'm doing right now is very risky, you know? But whatever. Oh wow. Okay, I guess it's not risky. So we found a really good stock, like dividend wise. Which is actually really good, because I think we're at the point where we want to actually start like finding a private company. And the thing about that is you don't want to invest all your capital in it, just because unless you have enough money to fully buy it, it's very difficult to like actually like make it worth it. Just because the more you grow the company, which if that's your only asset, the more it costs to actually buy out the people, like your co-investors. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword. On one hand, you really do want to like, you know, grow it because that's the only way you make money. But at the other hand, if you grow it too much, it kind of becomes difficult to, you know, grow further. Like you're working against yourself, basically. Oh, okay, so that's actually quite cool. We got a free reputation. But I think once this recovers a little bit more, I think that's when we're gonna start to like max out the reputation. I'll look for a private company. Wow. Okay. But anyways, we still are getting a pretty good dividend. And there's a strike, so that's why we're not making any money. But I think it's still a good stock. Actually, I want to see what the dividend rate is, because if this is our cash cow, then okay, already is at 95%. Oh, this is an old company of ours. Huh, that's cool. What's the difference if I take it down? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it alone for now. I think we reached $1 million, so now we can start to like focus on other things. But then again, these dips, they're so nice. Although, yeah, I don't know what happened. I think that strike really messed them up, destroyed some workplaces, because it really is having a tough time. But anyways, I think what we want to do next is just work on our reputation. So the best way to do that is to use the person finder and set up a few filters. So what we want to do is we want to filter by items, sponsorships, and other. Oh, and doable. Oh, actually we can't do. I guess we don't have enough money, but normally like 20,000 is enough for like 1 or 2 loans, but I guess we're just kind of unlucky. And actually, yeah, the economy is doing really bad. I mean, other companies will spawn in, but because they're all small, they're all private for now. And that's why I wanted to wait a bit, just so I can like wait for the dip. I mean, I could have sold, technically, but I just don't want to do that right now in case it does shoot up. So yeah, just wait a little bit, see if there is a loan we can take out. And actually there is. Okay, so now we just want to look over it. And generally with loans, what I want to do is I want to find a loan underneath 15% risk, and you know, maybe above like 5-6% return. So this is a bad loan. But I mean, unless like the return is really, really high, but like this is perfect. 6% and 8%, we definitely want to do that. And yeah, so generally take reputation unless you find the cardinal, because cardinals are just like king. And whatever, we'll just invest the rest. Get the dividends out. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna wait a bit. Actually, no, whatever. Because this dividend farming is just too good. And it's crazy to think that like we're at the point where we're making half of our original like income, or not income, but like the money we start with, you know, because we start with 100 grand, we're making like 44 grand, and that's nice. Okay, so now because it's at an all-time high, I just want to go and give out some more loans. So that's a bad one. That's all right. That's bad. That's bad. These are looking pretty trash. Like I said, you want to find like a close spread. So 7 and 9% is actually quite good. Oh, but he's an enemy. Oh, this is alright. See, right now, we don't really care if we get paid back. I mean, we do, obviously, but it's not as big of a deal. Whatever, it's at an all-time high, so it doesn't matter. But now we want to go and eclipse steel. And just throw everything on there. And increase the dividend size back to 90. Because we don't want it to go bankrupt, and increase the work plan. Because again, this is our dividend farm. We don't really care long term about what this company is gonna do, as long as it doesn't like crash, you know. Oh well. But again, it's not the worst thing. Okay, so with this, once you reach a certain amount of like net worth, you're gonna be able to be robbed. So you can hire security, and generally I think you can only get robbed for 50,000. So like later on in the game, you're gonna be paying like 100,000 per quarter, whatever. So it's just not worth it. But for now, it definitely is because they save you from getting robbed, right? I think it's 50,000, but whatever will eventually get robbed, so it won't be a big deal. So then we'll see then. Okay, perfect. So now just find some more people to loan some money to. And this is another way that you can like make money, but because you have that risk of a loan not being paid, I just tend not to go for it. That's trash. Please. Please don't undo our progress. I mean, it doesn't really matter because again, we're getting like interest on it, but still, like if I don't have to, I don't want to like worry about it. Okay. Let's see if there's any good loans. Nope. Oh, whatever. I don't really care at this point. I just want to get a good reputation. And yeah. Now we just want to invest the rest in this. And I think next we're gonna try to find like a private company to start to slowly buy into. Unless we get opportunities like that. Now granted, if you looked at the thing, we were getting 70,000, but it's not really 70,000 because a lot of that is our loan income, right? Given credits. Well, yeah, whatever. They declare bankruptcy, so I'll just forgive it because the opinion is nice. There is an agent you can get to like get your money back, but honestly, $12,000 is worth an opinion, you know, pip. And I'm probably gonna sell 300 in the hopes it dips. Actually, no, probably 600. Well, no. I'm gonna be a bit greedy. Because if it... Actually, what's the max that we can go? Yeah. Yeah, okay, so leave us with $1 million there. If it dips, we're gonna make out like bandits because this dividend is so nice. Yup. Fortune favors the brave. So we sold about 1,600 and we bought 2,100. So a nice little profit. And again, shares are king because once that recovers, that dividend is going to be very nice. And just continuously buy in. And you can see already we're making an insane amount of money. Or that asset is worth an insane amount. Okay, perfect. So what's the return on investment? Kind of bad, but oh well. Although I want to see like these companies. Night Away Coal, their profitability is trash, so definitely don't want to buy them. Either way, you can't actually buy in like 100%. Profitability is trash. What's the next one? Profitability is decent. We can't buy in though. We might want to move states, to be honest, because it's kind of bad now. Gonzalez Brothers. Yeah. What's the highest profitability one? So what I probably want to do here... No. Honestly, probably should have focused... Oh, actually, this is pretty good. Okay, so how much do we need? This is 12,000. And the profitability is 42%. What's the company we're in now? 4%. Which one was it? This one? Yeah. Let me pin it. How do you pin it? I can't remember. Yeah, actually. So yeah, I just want to go in fully into this one. So probably sell, I would say 2,700, then dump our money in there because that's gonna pay off in the long term with that dividend and everything. Yeah, okay, so deal for yourself, and we have the best reputation, so it doesn't really matter. Although we probably should have looked at the cheapest one, because I don't think this one was very cheap, but I guess it doesn't matter too much because we only ended up paying 15% above market, which is nice. And yeah, now what's our return on this one? So it's slightly lower, but the dividend is probably worse. So actually, let's see if they'll agree to having a 95% dividend or 85, because the reserve isn't too big and I really don't want this to go bankrupt. Okay, did I piss that guy off too much? Nope, he's good. Okay, so now, yeah, this is a very good dividend. Yeah, okay. So this is basically our transition to when we want to like into getting like a private company. Once you get 100% of a private company, it really does. It's like the best thing ever. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go full into this. So this is the cheapest one. Oops. Okay, so start negotiation. Hopefully we can get a good price. Yeah. But that dividend is just so nice, that 15%, so it doesn't really matter too much. But I think this is pretty much it. We've gotten into the next stage of the game, and we've acquired a part of a private company. So I guess I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.